Something that always surprises me in a very good way is when I talk to people in general, when I chat with clients or really anyone who is brand new to Studio Rigo, and they're often looking for the classic, the average solo accountant, the type of professional, the one person handling everything in your tax return, from starting a business to the whole shebang of managing. But I like to think that professional figures of any kind, whether it's a lawyer specialized in immigration or a tax advisor, international consulting firm, they all have their own specific areas of expertise. I'm lucky enough to have relatives who work in the healthcare system. So let me give an example. In the operating room, you usually have between 5 to 25 people, depending on whether it's a simple surgery or a full-blown transplant. So what does it mean? Well, even if there is just one single person that is actually performing the surgery, the surgeon, the one doing the cutting, if you know what I mean, the others are taking care of absolutely crucial tasks. The anesthesiologist makes sure that you don't feel a thing. The scrub nurse ensures the surgeon has the necessary instruments and so on. So when someone here in Italy needs to deal with a professional for the tax return, it's so important to first understand their own needs. And very often, people dealing with taxes for the first time have absolutely no clue of how complex that situation might be. I cannot give you the exact figures or percentages at the moment, but you would be amazed at knowing how many times we, and I mean myself and my team, are the first to advise people not to work with us. Simply because the complexity doesn't require a whole team like Studio Rigo, if you get the metaphor. So depending on the problem in economic terms, depending on the degree of difficulties in preparing your tax return, or perhaps due to the complexity of the several sources of income, several assets in your portfolio, you may need to go to a type of professional that offers a level of expertise that can truly solve your needs perfectly, like a perfect match. Not just in terms of the surgery, the operation itself, like preparing the operating room of the operation itself, but especially in the post-care with the Italian review agency, the Agenzia delle Entrate. That means that equals that the operation, in this case filing your taxes, is not successful just when the professional hits send on the keyboard and the data goes to the tax authorities. The process is successful only when, for example, during a random audit, the Agenzia delle Entrate or the Guardia di Finanza decide to investigate your case in detail. They ask for every document, every little piece of evidence, just to understand where the figures come from, how the amounts of your income were estimated, or maybe where all those adjustments due to dual taxation treaties come from. I don't know if you've been lucky or out of luck in your life enough to have a surgery, but usually after an operation, there's always a follow-up visit, maybe after a week, maybe after a month, especially another long-term checkup. Remember that the quality of the work done, the service provided, especially in the tax field, is not determined by the speed of execution or the efficiency in just fulfilling the initial request. The quality, the real quality of the tax work, especially in Italy where the laws keep on changing, lies in being able to demonstrate the numbers, the figures, anytime. Remember, here we don't have the common law, we have the civil code. It means that when you hire someone, the main question you should ask yourself is not just, are you capable of doing my tax return? But rather it should be, in case of an audit by the Agenzia delle Entrate, let's say 1 year or 5 years from now, will this professional, this firm, this consulting studio be able to assist me with the tax authorities? Will they be able to protect me from the risk of having to pay undue taxes simply because they don't know how to explain the laws they applied, both domestically and internationally? As I said before, not everyone needs to go with the same accountant, like not everyone needs to come to Studio Rigo. But the very important thing you have to remember is to have a clear and defined objective for why you need or why you want to do your taxes in Italy, for how long you'll be dealing with Agenzia delle Entrate, and what kind of level of security and peace of mind you want to achieve after filing your taxes here in Italy. Only after doing that, you will understand if the doctor, the tax professional in front of you, can work alone or you need a team, 5, 20, 50 people. And above all, if they will be able to save your life if something goes wrong during the operation.
At Studio Rigo, we provide world-class tax and financial guidance for expats and international professionals in Italy. We don't just help you stay compliant. We craft strategic tax solutions tailored to high-level individuals who demand precision and expertise. If you are serious about optimizing your tax position, visit our website or connect with us on social media. We work with those who value excellence, and we look forward to assisting you. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.